Taurus, somebody's afraid to fully open up to you. This could be you. This could be you. For some of you, this message, is going to go the other way. But Taurus, it feels like somebody is afraid to open up to you fully. There's a little deception there. But here's the thing. It's minor. There's definitely a little BS, and you may be picking up on that right now, especially if you've just attracted somebody new in, or if you attract somebody new over the next couple of weeks, because I am getting new energy and new people in your life. This will apply to you more so in terms of friends. If you are in a committed relationship, somebody is afraid to open up to you and show you all of their colors. So what they are putting out there, it feels honest, but to a point. There is a mask. It feels like someone's trying to keep up with you, and you may find over the next couple of weeks that they can't. But here's a beautiful message. When you see all of who they are and all of their true colors, Taurus, it feels like you will actually like them more. Right now, I think you guys are intuitively like on it with clarity. Anybody who's showing up, they're not all the way honest, something's feeling a little off, you guys, your intuition is just like razor sharp right now, and that may be a little bit of a turnoff, okay? So that may be a conversation you may want to have, especially if this is somebody new, a new romantic partner. Call them out on it. Listen, I don't feel like I'm getting all of you. I feel like some of what you're telling me isn't all the way honest, maybe self-preservation, because that's honestly what it feels like, Taurus. It's self-preservation. It's not somebody consciously trying to be deceitful. These don't feel like huge lies or huge gaps in anybody's stories, but it's not the whole story nonetheless, okay? Make sure whoever you're with and whoever you're calling in can meet you at that place of honesty. If it is you, Taurus, the message for you is this. You may have that fear of vulnerability. You may feel like somebody can't handle all of you, and so you pull back. Don't do that. They will love and appreciate you more if they see all of you. The raw, the unfiltered, okay? That's what people around you want and need. And for the majority of you, that's what you're asking for in partners right now. I don't feel like you're getting that 100%, but it does feel like that's going to get clarified, or at least somewhat resolved over the next couple of weeks, but it's a big message that comes through. So let's get a little bit more clarity. Taurus in love, July 15th to the end of the month. This is the first card out for Aquarius too. You may want to watch Aquarius's reading for July 15th, the mid-month love reading, if you have Aquarius in your chart. If you are dating an Aquarius, you may be calling in an Aquarius, okay? But I'm telling you, resolution very soon, over the next 2 weeks. And it may not be comfortable. That may not be a comfortable conversation. Although, to be honest with you, Taurus, I think if you are the one facilitating that, and you are the one, let's just say you're the one who starts that conversation about authenticity, you kind of call somebody out on it. I know you'll do it gracefully. I feel like you like it. I feel like you like this process. I feel like that person's going to look at you like a deer in headlights, like, what do you mean? And internally, they're going to be like, oh my God, how does he or she know? No. What's going on? Have I exposed more than I thought? No, it's because Taurus is just seeing through the bullshit. It's because Taurus intuition is like really on point right now. I'm telling you, if you're cross-watching, Taurus will like you more if they know and see all of you. But it will feel like a turnoff. I'm telling you, it really feels like new love and new people. I'm sorry for the noise in the background, Taurus. It has just been so noisy here all day. Sorry, Taurus. That got way too loud. I had to stop this for a minute. Okay. Take a look at this again. Very soon, you're getting a resolution on anyone who's not being totally honest, but it really feels like there's a really beautiful result there. It feels like you will love or like or be more attracted to the whole person once you get to see the whole picture of anybody new that has showed up, and trust that will go both ways. Okay, so no more self-preservation. Take it slow, take your time, but make sure if you are a Taurus doing this or a cross watcher here, make sure you're keeping it real, okay? Taurus is going to see through if you don't. That is the only turn off here. Show your true colors, your gold, okay? I really think many of you, this is sitting at the center of the reading, it's natural. That happens in new relationships. People are afraid of vulnerability and they hold back a little bit. Taurus, it's okay to have these conversations, but do recognize that this feels like a beautiful match for you. Just get to the bottom of it quickly, okay? Ultimately, keeping it real, Whether you're Taurus or Taurus's partner, keeping it real, there's a whole lot of gold on the other side of the obstacle. Try not to be totally turned off, okay? If your partner's doing that right now, Taurus, and they're new, it's a little bit of a red flag because you know they're holding back on something about themselves. Just recognize that they're a little bit afraid. Walk them through that. Hold space for safe conversations. Show them. Be vulnerable yourself. Show them what vulnerability looks like, okay? You may have to teach your partner. It feels like you may meet somebody new who is fresh out of a relationship, okay? So they're going to need you to move a little bit slow too. And they're going to need you to maybe guide them through this, to prove that they are safe being with you too, Taurus. I know that might feel like a lot to take on, but really the energy that I'm getting and new love and new partners showing up is very blessed, This person feels like they could stick around for quite some time with you, Taurus. So don't be so quick to walk away, even if that does feel like a little bit of a red flag. Obviously, if that's not self-preservation and there are some real deceits that surface, we're not talking about that person, okay? The person that I'm getting, the energy that I'm channeling, there's innocence in it. No one's really trying to be deceitful. I just feel like the intuition of Taurus right now is razor sharp. You're just going to feel like something's off. That's what it is, okay? But very soon you have new love showing up. If you're still single right now, as you're watching this, trust that somebody beautiful is showing up. And you know, Taurus, they need to see all of you too. They need to see all of you. Yeah, I think this is what's happening. Taurus, it's you or it's this new person. You've gone through a separation and you're afraid. We've all been there. We've all tiptoed into commitment and that fear of vulnerability, that fear of another breakup, okay? That is real. That fear is real. It is so heartbreaking when things don't work out. You still may be dealing with this, and if that's the case, work on yourself. Let Mercury retrograde and the eclipses fully bring that energy to full closure, okay? Healed hearts before you step into this new love. It does feel like it could come in pretty quickly. It feels like it comes in quickly, whether it's Taurus or Taurus's partner right now, or new partner for Taurus right now. And so someone feels like they're showing up and they're just a little apprehensive about being vulnerable. Heal, self-love. If you really cannot open up to somebody right now, don't entertain the new relationships, okay? It does feel like you'll have a breakthrough in a couple of months ahead if you're not quite ready to take this on yet, but it feels like you're healing. Look at this. Look at this. We have very soon, not only very soon in the new love, but very soon clarified by healing. You are healing. You are healing. Hearts are healing. And honestly, Taurus, I feel like you're helping somebody else's heart heal right now. Did you meet somebody who was fresh out of an old relationship? They just went through a separation. Maybe this is a friend and you guys are entertaining, okay? Some sort of romantic relationship. This came up really strong for Aquarius. You definitely have some Aquarius crossover for some of you, okay? This new partner may be an Aquarius. Someone needs to go slow so that vulnerability doesn't overwhelm them. Taurus, you may be helping somebody heal. If this isn't you going through the separation, I'm telling you, there's somebody coming in, but they feel worth it. But it feels like there's healing for you over the next couple weeks. So make the most of this energy. I think people get afraid of Mercury retrograde. We hear about it so often. Mercury slows us down and oftentimes spotlights what we need to heal. That's really beautiful. That's a beautiful energy. You need that reflection. If you don't know what to heal, if you don't know that something's wrong, how can you heal it, okay? And if you've been avoiding some of the negative feelings around separations, now's a beautiful time to do it. The eclipses will give you closure. People and their energy will be eclipsed all the way out if you've gone through a separation. And I know hearing that can be a tough message because how heartbreaking. Someone will be eclipsed all the way out and then the energy's done. But if you're going through a separation, you just don't want to feel stuck in that heartbreak, especially for those of you who initiated it, who wanted it, who aren't trying to go for the reconciliation. I think most of you know if you've had a separation, it's time to move on. You guys need the breakthrough. This is a breakthrough month for Taurus, but this does feel like a little bit of an obstacle for some of you, but there's healing here. Let Mercury retrograde do that for you, okay? Take the time to focus on yourself. With these eclipses, focus on on bringing in the new energy, but also getting full closure on anything that is time to let go of. This is really important for you, Taurus. Okay. New love is being clarified by unrequited love. It feels like the new love is going to come in after you separated from this person. There just feels like fear. I just think that that's the main message here for those of you stepping into new relationships. There's just fear. Look, it's totally natural. Just take your time. Separation being clarified by pay attention to the red flags. I'm going to say it again. Aquarius had similar cards and similar messages. There's a connection to Aquarius here, okay? It feels like you guys have separated or are going through separations where there were some serious issues. It feels like for some of you, the love wasn't mutual, okay? Chemistry kind of fizzled out. It's not to say there wasn't love there ever, but where you guys ended up, the chemistry, it just wasn't on point anymore. There was just a serious disconnect. For others of you, there were bigger issues. There were major red flags. And so you stepped out, okay? So put the time into healing this. Put the time into healing this, because I'm going to hold this up again. Do you see when you come full circle what comes in very soon? As long as you heal. And when you get to this point, it's okay to take it slow. And it is okay to recognize that you have some fear around vulnerability. Try to keep your heart open. If your heart isn't open, wait on this, okay? Wait on this. This energy doesn't feel like it will only exist over the last 2 weeks. It feels like you may have healing over the next 2 weeks, depending on how far along you are in the separation and the healing process, okay? For some of you, that's done and over with. You've cleared that energy or any little bit of residue, and you knock that out of the park. July 15th and the next 2 months ahead, in 2 weeks ahead, you have beautiful new love showing up, okay? Or at least some really beautiful new options. For others of you, the new love coming in, and again, it really does feel quick. Try to prepare yourself for this, even if you don't feel ready today. As soon as you get back out there, someone's coming through for you, Taurus. Ready or not. But I do think for many of you, this is your partner's experience. And I feel like for so many of you, you're helping them go through the process of healing, probably because you've been through this, because you can extend that compassion. I will caution you this. If someone genuinely doesn't feel ready to be open to you, Taurus, and when you call them out and you say, look, I want the whole you, not this version that you think that I want, not the you in little bits and pieces that you think are safe to share. I want all of you. Taurus, if they still can't meet you there after that conversation, after you extend that compassion, give them some space. Give them some space, because it really feels like, Taurus, you have the opportunity to call in somebody who's ready for you now. I just don't want you to get stuck if somebody hasn't put enough time into their own healing. It's not your responsibility to heal them. I do think if someone has some lingering fears, though, Taurus, your grace, your intuition, your empathy, that love, just really good love, and being able to give that to this person and showing them that love is safe, heals them at such a deep level, even karmically. There's a new experience here showing up, and it is beautiful. I recognize that there are some residual issues and some lingering karmas. Wow, 2 cards just flew off the table. I get it. There's something big here. I don't want you to miss this. Taurus, I'm going to go grab, there weren't 2 cards. One of the cards flew off. This is your crowning, okay? Crowning. Let me go get the card that flew though. Okay, retreat flew out of the deck and actually knocked healing right off the table and across my room, okay? This is a big message for you guys. You do have to heal, and you have to make sure that new partners have taken the space to retreat and heal. You can't have too much of this lingering separation energy coming into new relationships, because it's going to squash it. You do have to be vulnerable in new relationships. You do have to be able to have an open heart. So whether that's you, Taurus, or it's a new partner that you're calling in, hold yourself and hold them accountable for their own healing. If you feel like someone isn't ready yet, take some space from them, okay? It does feel like they'll circle back to you, and probably pretty quick, but they may need that reflection and that honesty from you that they're not ready. This could also apply to you too, Taurus. Make sure you're taking the time to heal fully from separations before you call this new love in. Last message that I'm really getting here is that, okay, this new love that comes in very quickly after a separation, you may be doing this. Law of attraction, you're asking the universe for this and you get it. The universe is asking you right now, are you ready? Your prayers have been heard. Universe is willing to give this to you, but are you ready? Do you want to call in new love prematurely? Because it makes dealing with this a little bit easier? Or can you stick this out a little bit longer in this healing process? Really heal. Really heal. And then call in new love that you are ready for, a new love that will be higher vibing because they can match you at that place, okay? Try not to rush into new love if you're still dealing with some heartbreaks. But for those of you that are already further along, yes, somebody is coming in quickly. Yes, you may be picking up that something's a little bit off. If there are big red flags, just step out. But get to the bottom of it. It does feel like for many of you dealing with that, there's a beautiful resolution, and you're going to like what you see when you get full clarity here. Bottom of the deck, romantic feelings, and we have soulmate, okay? There is definitely connection here. For those of you in committed relationships, well, for those of you in committed relationships, it does look like you guys have had some challenging times. You may have separated. You may have physically separated, or you may be feeling a little bit of a disconnect. Here's a message for you. If you're willing to put in the work, is this. You're dealing with some chemistry that's fizzled. You're dealing with some separation. Okay, even if you haven't had physical separation, things feel a little distant. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this energy is. You have a new chapter here. You have the opportunity to heal this and get to that new phase very quickly. But you have to work at it, okay? This retreat is something you both need to go on, a journey you both need to be committed to, a retreat away together, but also a retreat within. How did you disconnect? Be really honest, really brutal with your communication, brutal with love, but honest across the board. No more self-preservation. If something's off, you got to tell your partner and work at it. It does feel like there is love still intact. It doesn't feel like chemistry is gone forever. It feels like you guys have had some interference. It feels like some work-related issues may have created some separation. In longer-term committed relationships, this is fixable, okay? You get healing soon one way or the other.